Hello, welcome. I'm Danny DeHeck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. Recently, I got an email from a lady who used to correspond to me using the word Louise Pan. But now Jody, I think it's Jody. Jody has started corresponding with me, telling me that she has finally found a decentralized bank, the world's first, and she wants to present the opportunity to me. She gave me a website address that I initially looked at. I didn't realize it was actually her website address. And there was a couple of embedded videos in there. And one of the embedded videos actually had a YouTuber who goes by the name of Quentin Bradford. Straight away, as you can imagine, red flags started waving because Quentin has promoted, we counted up once, 31 other scams that have already fallen over. And he literally promotes them and then hides them from his YouTube channel afterwards. So when I saw his name associated with this, I took a closer look. And I've done a pretty good investigation. In fact, if you look at the picture behind me, you can see I'm wearing my best red suit. And just on a personal note, that guy that looks like me looks identical to my stepfather, to exactly what my mind says he looks like. And he's not even my birth father. So just a bit of a side note there. So I've done a whole blog about this opportunity, and we want to go through it today because everybody is all about, sorry, my wrong blog. Let's see if we can put that up. That's better. So everybody is telling me that I need to be open-minded. Not everybody, but quite a few people. And they say that I'm narrow-minded. So no doubt you have been given the opportunity from other people to invest in something new. And you need to, what they tell you, you need to embrace technology. Otherwise, you're narrow-minded. And it's literally the story I get told every day. So I want you guys to come down and listen to this opportunity, and I want you to use your own opinion. And I want you to think about, would you take, let's just say, hypothetically, you have $100,000 in the bank, and you've decided that a friend of the family or some work colleague or your brother or your sister or your mum and dad have told you that they've discovered a new opportunity for you to make more money than you would in a conventional bank. And not only that, they have also told you that if you introduce someone new into the opportunity, you will get rewarded wherever the money comes from, and everybody's going to live happily ever after. And you are meant to trust that you can take your money out of your conventional bank and put it into this new unregulated DeFi bank, world first, the world's first decentralized bank. And unfortunately, it's not, because I've already got another bank called that Chavez is running, which I think is claiming to do exactly the same thing. So let's have a listen to this blog together, and then I'm going to show you some of the correspondence I've received, because I've upset somebody who really was thankful at the start about me helping them come to terms with other opportunities that they've looked at that have now fallen over. But this one is completely different, and it's not. It's exactly the same. Jody is a solo mum, so she tells us. Not that we can believe what she says, because she's lied to us in the past. However, I've tried to help her, and now she's telling everyone, well, not everyone, but she's come into our chat room just while we're doing this live and explaining to people that I was trying to get money out of her to do a review. But I was under the impression that she had a little bit of money that she was about or has already invested in this opportunity, and it would be wise to employ me for 2 or 3 hours to do a review on this bank. Now, I've actually done this review without charging anybody and haven't received a cent, and spent about 4 hours going through the findings. And I want to share them with Jody, free of charge, and also myself, because I am a good guy. And I just care about people, mum and dad investors, losing all their money to these crypto opportunities that don't actually exist.
Recently I was contacted by someone who had reached out to me in the past under the pseudonym Louise Pan to share how they were scammed by RiotXAI, a project now collapsing.
And I don't even remember who this RiotXAI is. So if I chuck that into a search engine, and so this was, I don't even know if this is the same opportunity, but I don't even know whether I did do a blog about this or published any information. But apparently, going by Louise Pan, I have meant to have done some information on this opportunity in the past. And there we go. I can't find any blog that relates to that. So I can only imagine I had a quick look at this. I have to actually even take it to a step further and go to my ChatGPT and just see if I've ever actually done a quick bit of research about this particular company. And let's see what we can find. Jehovah's Witnesses overall. So I must have chucked it into ChatGPT and did a quick summary on why I wouldn't invest it. So let's see. So I've seen this opportunity in the past, and all I've done is I want to start building a knowledge base on the app and create a blog. And this is what we've come up with so far. So that's the only research I've done. Derek Ponzi, I don't know what that, to highlight the people who've been involved, red flags. And it gave me an overview. So I might have shared that with somebody who emailed me. I don't know. But anyway, that is what we were told at the start. So this opportunity here, if you are looking at this opportunity, I haven't done a review on it, but if you want to sponsor me for doing a review, you're more than welcome. But for some reason, this one here must be a scam, and I don't even know if it's the correct one. But anyway, let's go back to the blog. So that was the thing. So at that time when she talked to me, at that time, they did not feel comfortable using the real name. But this time, she was writing to me as Jodine, I don't even know how to say the last name.
Jody Heath.
And they wanted to be more open. And this time it gets better.
Despite having been burned badly, Jody told me they believed they had finally found the real deal. They described WeFi as the first decentralized bank, co-founded by Reeve Collins, fully legal and insured by Fireblocks, with a Visa card already live, and a token that's traceable. They insisted they had done their research, and that this project was different.
Now, a fully legal, insured by Fireblocks, with a Visa card that's live, because it works and you can get money out of it, it's the real deal. How many fake credit cards have we seen that seem to work in ATM machines that are the real deal that we've found out have collapsed? Well, I don't know. We'll find out.
Update from a correspondence. In her own words, Jody later confirmed she had created a Canva funnel website to promote WeFi as a key opinion leader, their term for affiliates. The page wasn't official, it even displayed a Canva watermark, and she used it to recruit people into WeFi. That's not how real banks operate. That's how MLM funnels operate.
Yeah, so she'd actually created her a website. She's gone out of the chat room now. How does that work? Just when we decided to do a whole segment on this, she's disappeared.
The big promises. WeFi's website and promotional material are filled with grand statements. They promise accounts that manage over 7,000 crypto assets, Visa cards accepted at 140 million merchants, 0 foreign exchange fees, and even global ATM withdrawals. They push mining without hardware, advertise stablecoin savings accounts paying up to 18% APR, and gamify the process through their energy system, which boosts profits and reduces fees, in their own words.
So even looking at their YouTube video, how many banks do you know actually embed their videos on their website using YouTube? Hey? Go to any bank, if there's any promotional videos, they're usually real high quality production and they're not embedded from YouTube. No offense to YouTube. And would the CEO or the chairman of the company be wearing a baseball cap? And just any of my Avengers looking right now, would this guy look like Jan Gregory more to you? And look at this video. So we've got, pictures of probably Dubai. Everyone's happy. Here's the guy on the stage.
My name is Reeve Collins. I created Tether, the world's first stablecoin. It's amazing to see how stablecoins have become the foundation of the crypto.
So he created Tether, and now he's going to create this bank. Sounds cool. Wow, that's amazing. But anyway, there's lots of things about this website that I find very dubious. Just saying, I'm just looking at these photos here. That's one part of it. So it's all very exciting. So it must be the real deal. So take all your money out of your conventional bank and put it into WeFi is what we've been told to do by our what the website promises. So let's just have a look at their own words. This is what they claim.
In their own words, mine without hardware, open to all. Start mining instantly without the hassle of physical equipment. WeFi isn't just a better crypto bank, it's a better bank, period. Reeve Collins, co-founder of Tether.
Right. So we've been going after a couple of companies like WeWe Global. They have got cloud-based mining computers where you can get your app and you can buy your own slice of heaven, literally. And also there's another one called Nextcloud. They were also claiming that you could do cloud-based climbing. Both of them have sent, well, one of them, actually both. No, one of them has sent me a cease and desist letter and told me that if I don't pay $5,000, that they were going to bankrupt me. However, we did give them the right of reply. I think it's Nextcloud. Let's have a look. Nexa. Oh boy, I can't spell it. I wonder if I can find it by doing loud. Anyway, so that was quite funny. But anyway, they've decided that they won't sue me at the moment. But we did tear their offices apart. So here's Nextcloud's nano servers, and they claim that they have got a computer which is like this, and this tiny wee computer here is more powerful than the beefiest computer in the world, and will generate, I think they said, generate the same power as a conventional server and use only 12% of the normal power that a normal computer would use. So I got ChatGPT to help me design an image and said, well, let's dress up a electric bike looking like an F1 Ferrari, because that's exactly what this video did. So you can actually go and listen to this, but we actually went through and showed the legal correspondence that we got and how we stood up for ourselves. And ironically, they've disappeared. They don't want to go to court. So that's another claim that I get. I do have to think. So anyway, so with all these bold claims, extraordinary claims, as Rod Woolley would say, require extraordinary evidence.
These are bold claims, but they collapse under scrutiny. The illusion of legitimacy to appear compliant. WeFi points to three entities. WeFi Payments Limited in Canada, WeFi Exchange Solutions LLC in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Nordpool Holding Limited in Hong Kong.
Oh, that gives me peace of mind. You know, like, why wouldn't you register all these entities under the same name, under proper? Why do we have to go to the Grenadines? Just saying. Let's have a wee listen.
On the surface, this looks impressive. In reality, it is nothing more than a corporate smokescreen. A Canadian MSB registration is not a banking license. It allows for basic money transfers, not deposit taking, lending, or securities trading. St. Vincent and the Grenadines is notorious as a fraud haven, home to countless collapse scams. A Hong Kong shell company adds little more than marketing gloss. Even WeFi's own terms and conditions admit the truth.
Now, listen to this. So we've gone to WeFi website, and we've done our due diligence, as I always tell you that you need to do. And we've scooted down to the bottom, and we've gone to their privacy and their terms and conditions and refund policy. And then we've put them into ChatGPT and said, can you find any fishhooks or barbs that we should be concerned about? And this is what it's come back and said.
WeFi explicitly states that it does not operate as a registered investment advisor, broker-dealer, financial analyst, financial bank, securities broker, or financial planner.
How does that work? Their own statements on their website, the world's first decentralized bank. Well, I don't know about you guys, but what the hell is a bank? Isn't that what a bank does? Just saying. Don't shoot the messenger.
They call themselves a bank in marketing, while legally disclaiming that they are one.
Yeah. So is there a reason for that? Well, there is a reason for that, because you get money if you recruit people.
Ponzi economics in disguise. The numbers WeFi advertises simply don't add up. Impossible yields. No regulated platform in the world can sustainably pay 18% APR on stablecoins. These rates are the calling card of a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah. Now, I think Rob tried to find any of the best investments that ever happened in the world, and the most they ever paid out using, things like the share market. Well, I think it was 16% per annum. And here's a bank that's just getting launched, claiming that they can give you 18% per annum. Is that what they're claiming? 18% on stable coins. How can they make these extraordinary claims, especially if they haven't got any trading history?
The energy gimmick. Their energy system is designed to keep users spending and recruiting. Energy boosts yields, reduces fees, and unlocks perks, turning finance into a game of loyalty points. Recruitment first, products second, as with HyperFund, HyperVerse, and Validus. The real business model is not banking, it's recruitment. The platform survives only as long as new money flows in.
It's called a Ponzi scheme. My last video, I got a bit charismatic, and I'm trying to say to people, how many of these investment opportunities do we need to help people with? To prove that these are just money-making companies, and they're taking your money to make their money. They're not going to make you money.
The
unless you
privacy
recruit.
trap, perhaps even more dangerous than the economics, is the way WeFi handles user data. Their privacy policy reveals they collect passports, utility bills, identity numbers, banking details, crypto wallets, geolocation data, browser fingerprints, and even complete recordings of phone calls. They admit this information may be shared with affiliates and transferred internationally. For victims, losing money might only be the beginning. The personal data handed to WeFi could be sold, misused for identity theft, or exploited by recovery scams.
Are you listening to that? You might just think, oh, no one reads the terms and conditions, they don't apply. But this company's basically saying that any information that you provide about yourself, your crypto wallets, your passports, your social security number, your GST number for New Zealanders, can just be shared with anyone, an affiliate. I can become an affiliate today, and they're saying that they have the right to share your personal details. Doesn't that, ring alarm bells?
The promoters behind WeFi, if the product itself doesn't raise suspicions, the people pushing it should. One of WeFi's most visible cheerleaders is Quentin Bradford, better known as Crypto Pays Me Daily. Bradford has built a career on promoting Ponzi schemes to his followers, only to move on once they collapse. Over the years he has pushed.
So if you come here, you can see he currently has 223 videos, but on his video portfolio page, he has around about, let's say, I think 50 videos. There is, probably 50 videos going back 5 years. And do you know why he's only got 50 videos, even though he's created 223? Because he hides them. After the Ponzi scheme scam collapses, in his shorts, he's only got like 6 shorts. And then he turns them off. And he's not a financial advisor. He's threatened me with all sorts of stuff. I've exposed him fully. And we have to listen to these. Listen to this.
Daisy, Caraba, Fintoch, CoinMarketBull, Nextcloud, SmartLab International, Intelligence Prime Capital, Liberium Crypto, GS Partners, PLC Ultima, Meta, Fielders, Meta Bounty Hunter, JetFit Mining, MoveQuest, at Cost Metals.
We don't have to listen to them all, but you get the idea. Everything known to man. There's even one more in there that I've recently found out about, where I've got an international reporter asking me for information about it, and I've given them his information. Conti, it's called, and it's not even in that list. So I'll have to add one more to the list of scams that he's promoted.
Every one of these projects has been exposed as fraudulent, and most have already collapsed, leaving victims with huge losses. The fact that WeFi is leaning on Bradford for promotion isn't just a red flag, it's a neon sign flashing Ponzi scheme ahead.
So Mr. Reese Man is meant to develop Tether coin, right? That's what you're saying. And now this guy that's like Elon Musk of crypto is meant to be your savior to anything he does is good to go. Now, it might be the case, but why would a man of such intelligence and such grandeur think it would be wise to even have anyone associated with him that's promoted all these Ponzi schemes and them all failed? I mean, isn't this an alarm bell? It should be an alarm bell. We're not outing you. We're not having a competition who can piss and write their name in the sand more than one other person. I don't really care, Jody. All I'm saying is you've got to start waking up and stop smoking whatever you're smoking and stop it and listen to what these words are saying. Why? This is
The
just
video
not right.
marketing circus. Even WeFi's own videos highlight how unprofessional the operation is. In one, Reeve Collins stumbles through a script, referring to the company as we, VFI, and WeFi interchangeably. Instead of a serious financial presentation, it looks like a rushed recruitment pitch. The messaging isn't about regulation, compliance, or audited financials. It's about hype.
Yep, it's all about creating hype. Our community doesn't just use the platform, they are the heart of it. They earn the rewards and reap the benefits. Sounds like the Grim Reaper if you want my thing.
This is not the language of a regulated bank. It's the language of an MLM.
Right. All right. Bob's coming on stage. Let me finish my blog though, aren't you, mate? Let's see if we've got Bob on stage. There he is. Bob's big on stage today. Here you go, mate.
Okay. Question for Jody,
Okay.
if she's still in the chat.
She's hiding.
So-
She doesn't want to hear the truth. She just ran away.
So if I make 18%, right, why wouldn't I, as a bank manager, right, and I manage at least $10 million in my bank, why wouldn't I take the $10 million or $1 million or $2 million, put it in this thing, right, make 18% a day, give my customers an extra 0.5%, and make buttloads for my bank,
Now,
and give all
Bob,
my managers.
Bob, I've got to go la 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 la, because what you just said makes perfect sense. But I don't want to hear the truth because I want to believe that I've discovered something that's going to change my world. La 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 la. Don't tell me stuff I don't want to hear. Tell me something I do want to hear.
Don't you think JP Morgan would put like 150 million or 300 million into this thing?
Well, not only this, mate, 100,000 people, so she's been told, have got, and not only this, if we go back to her message here, I love this one. You got to listen to this whole paragraph.
I avoid Ponzi. I've been pitched AO1 and countless others, and walked away. I could have kept building a team with Riot for personal gain, but the moment I sensed something was wrong, I did everything I could.
She just contradicted herself. The moment I sensed something was wrong, I did everything I could to stop it. So she wasn't pitched it. She was active in it. Because
Correct. And
yeah.
the only reason I would excuse that if she has proof that she repaid everybody in her downline that she possibly recruited.
Yep.
Their principal amount. Then I
Yep.
can say, well, okay, at least she did that. Then, okay, you're out.
Well, what about that other scam that we had the other day where the lady told 20 of the people that she recruited into it to cycle through the 51 weeks until they broke even. And the moment they broke even, they were to pull out of the Ponzi scheme because it's a scam. And we'll go with that. That's not right.
Now, I'll quote several experts that I just, maybe Bob was crazy wrong on one. So I reached out to some crazy crypto experts who actually their whole goal is to make money. And I said, hey, what do you think of this one? And they all said the same thing. There is no product. I know what they're trying to copy. They're trying to copy this called Revolt. And they had none of them recognized the dev team, which could have lent the credibility if somebody's respecting it in the crypto scene, developing it. It could have lent, so that's off. The marketing they don't like. Everybody agreed on that, and they have no product.
So do you realize 100,000 others are part of something so real that even governments are approaching WeFi to explore their own versions? Now, that statement, that is absolutely incredible.
Now,
To not have
the thing
any evidence.
The 18%, yeah, you can make 18%, but you're usually doing some crazy things. Like you're usually doing margin calls and playing with margins. But then at the same time, you'll get burned if you're not watching. Like my neighbor used to do it, but he was really good at it. And that's all he did. He was on the computer for like 14, 15 hours straight when he did this stuff. but you could do margins where you're using other people's money to make bets, like on the crypto going up, crypto going down. But but that's where you're taking $1,000, but you're also gambling 100,000 because you're doing 100x, 20x, 30x. So you guess
it's like
wrong.
buying a lotto ticket, isn't it? And then winning, and then saying that lotto ticket turned me, return of 300 million return on my investment. But the next lotto ticket you buy isn't going to do the same,
Right.
and you
Or
can't
it's like putting
guarantee
money
it
on
either.
it's like putting money in the crap staple, man. You could you could get that one number that makes you 30x, 00. or you could play it safe and do black and red, and get 50-50 win.
Okay, and then there's other things in this blog that blew me away because I did spend quite a bit of time doing it. If you go to their official website, it's a one-page website. So
And I bet that's WordPress.
Well, and I just noticed something else. Well, I didn't notice last time is they had all these links basically.
And not for nothing, that the guy Sheik or whatever you want to call him, he looks very familiar. Like I saw that guy's picture in something else that we were looking at.
Oh yeah, well I think he looks like Jan Gregory. Just saying.
No. I'm saying when you go down and shows the pictures of the other people.
Oh yep. Oh, let me guess what. Don't tell me. Let me guess which one you think looks like somebody else we know. No, I don't know. I'm thinking the guy in the middle, if any.
Nope. Not that guy. The guy in the end.
No
Go
way.
to the right.
This one?
Yeah.
The
he looks like he was in yeah, he looks like he was in We Are All Satoshi. There's a chic picture that somebody who keeps logging into We Are All Satoshi. And that picture looks very, very familiar.
Yeah. But I can just about guarantee when you search for these pictures that you see on these websites that nothing comes up. There's no digital footprint.
Nothing came up, Jody. I thought these were established.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Jody, I thought these were established people. What would she say? The ex-Binance person?
So, and if you go to their LinkedIn profiles, if they do have an established LinkedIn profile, we can normally find.
Okay, that one came up.
Chinese.
What again?
Here we go. Visit. WeFi. So he's the Chinese representative, is he? There he is. Beyond banking. There he goes. Same.
So one guy actually has an online low presence. What's the last guy?
We go here. What's this guy? He'll be everywhere. Oh no, even he's not everywhere.
So you have one guy who has one page on the internet, which is
published by themselves.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
In any, now if you go to any big crypto thing and you look up their team, they've usually been around for a while, either making their own programs, their own coded stuff, Usually have
look at this.
some presence.
This whole account is all to do with WeFi. So that's just that one account is all set. So that's just like a Quentin Bradley, but a Chinese version, I presume. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But see, typically programmers and developers have establishment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like here's my first website. It might not be great, but here's my first website, that I did. Here's my, and you can see the progression.
Well, I'm just looking at these. What are these banners across the top here for? You've got articles that have been published. So, like Forbes magazine. Oh, okay, so I click on it, and it doesn't go to the Forbes magazine. So
Correct.
if I search for WeFi and Forbes, I won't find anything.
Correct, because if it was established, if let's say this company was totally legit, right? Wouldn't you link to the articles? I'm following one crypto right now, and every time there's an article on their website, it gets linked to. It's put out in their email letter. They'll respond to legal stuff.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, you can see they're active.
So why isn't that good enough for other people? Why doesn't Jody look at this and with common sense Is it because they just have that sense to believe no matter what, or they have to believe because it's too much? It's pride. Like I would be looking at what we're doing as saying, "Oh, thanks, guys. I really appreciate you looking at this for me."
Well, I don't think people, like I said, if you're new to crypto, you've probably been in crypto, what, 2 years, less than 2 years, less probably that?
Well, I still don't know crypto very well. I still don't know how to get money off
Right.
Pulse Chain.
Right. Okay. But,
Pixel.
everybody thinks
Pixel.
everybody thinks multi-level marketing is connected to crypto, which is for 90, I think, only because I don't want to go above 90 because crypto G.
Well, it's got nothing to do with it.
90%.
It's just the payment. It's just the payment method.
There's only two ways, right? You could get in early and you mine the coin, which kind of past that point at this point. I mean, except for some new coins, which you might get lucky on. So that point's kind of past, unless you're going to spend big money, like every so many months. Like I'm talking minimum $8,000, $9,000, right? That point's past, and the only other way to buy it is to buy it on an exchange, or you're swapping one crypto for the other. Like, hey, I don't like Ruby coin, and I'm going to switch it to Pixel coin.
How did you know I had Ruby coin?
I know you have Pixel coin too, okay? But
yeah, what a shame. I wish I could have I wish I had a capture of the website she had. So Jodie's gone and set up her own domain name, hoping to promote the bank for them.
and then what everybody also keeps thinking, because everybody's doing it, is that promoting on Zoom is okay. Because we get the same answer. Well, Amway's do. I'm like, no, I've never seen an Amway meeting on a Zoom. I've never seen Herbalife. Let's look at the legitimate MLMs, okay? As much as Queen's probably choking over there. Let's look at the legit ones. The legit ones never are on Zoom, okay? Herbalife, Amway, the two biggest ones. I never see them have a Zoom meeting.
Herbalife, don't know. Never thought of that.
I've never seen a Zoom meeting. They have them in person. Have I gotten invited to them? Yes, tons of times.
Oh, that's actually a good point.
Weekly.
So what you're saying is Amway, we haven't seen them on a Zoom meeting promoting their wares.
Correct. And that's as much as people hate Amway, right?
Yeah.
But it's been established as a legitimate one. But they don't promote on Zoom. Why? Why?
All right.
Because they know it's not illegal.
Let's read this paragraph. All right.
But during our research, an informant also pointed us to another site, wefabanking.net. Wefabank. At first glance, it looked like an official secondary portal, full of recruitment language, affiliate perks, and Ponzi-style hype. However, after publication of this blog, the individual behind it admitted she had personally set it up using Canva as her own funnel. It wasn't official. It even displayed a Canva watermark.
Cool way.
That admission doesn't make WeFi look better. It makes them look worse. Real banks don't allow random affiliates to spin up Canva sites to promote their brand. The fact that one of their promoters felt the need to build her own fake-looking website highlights how weak WeFi's controls are and how desperate their marketing machine is.
We'll carry on, eh?
And here's the kicker. Since this blog went live, the wefabanking.net Wefabank site has already been taken offline. Visitors now see only a not found 404 error. That is a familiar pattern in crypto Ponzi schemes. Once exposed, recruitment funnels vanish overnight, leaving no accountability and no trace for victims to follow.
Yeah. If you went to a regulated... I'll just do this last
The existence of even one rogue funnel site raises the same red flags we saw in HyperFund, Hyperverse, and Validus Odysseant. In those scams, promoters also ran parallel funnels, blurring the line between official and affiliate. It muddies accountability and allows the project to deny responsibility when things collapse. Yeah.
So where is the accountability? Like Jodine is going to tell people to sign up for this bank. Is she a financial advisor? So why does she feel the need, or why does she have the sense of responsibility to recruit people for this bank? So we did try and find
unless, like I said, we don't know, unless she comes back and says, I'm a financial advisor, then at that only point can you kind of recommend it. But otherwise, don't think you're allowed to recommend it on Zooms either. On top of breaking the MLM terms.
Yeah.
Like,
So
let's ask JD. We'll have to ask JD. Like, can you recommend stuff live on the air as a financial advisor?
yeah, it's crazy.
Maybe
So we've found a timeline of things that happen. If you're interested, it's all on the blog. So why is it dangerous, this bank? Why is it? Here we
Why
go.
WeFi is dangerous, the conclusion is clear. WeFi is not a bank. It is a crypto MLM operating with Ponzi-style economics. They hide behind Canadian MSB registrations and offshore shells. They promise impossible yields and push gimmicks like mining without hardware. They harvest sensitive personal data and funnel users into Telegram groups instead of real customer support. And they rely on promoters like Quentin Bradford, who has never met a Ponzi scheme he didn't like.
And we might as well go down the final word. Get this one out of the way.
So Jody, let me guess. You saw it on Quentin's thing, and if you want to go down Quentin's history of past stuff,
What you mean? These ones here?
Ask him how good MoveCoin is doing, which sunk from $120 down to I think it's what $530 now.
Oh, you mean Get Fit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and why that's not allowed on the Apple Store, which when I talked to and told her why it's not allowed.
Yeah, I don't even think I've got that token on here anymore. I think I think Crypto G helped me out the other day. This was this is it here. So if you like skiing, my partner's skiing at the moment. She would love this angle because it's all downhill, you know. And if you look at the price of this token, it is $5.07, and Lynette the other day was going off at me, but again she's messaging me. But it got up to $100, and now it's gone down to 5% of what it was worth at one stage. I think $106. I don't even know how to read it. And also, not only that, those green arrows, we've tracked those back to one wallet owner. One wallet owner put $92,000 in here in a go to pump it up, and then it died again. So we've heard from whistleblowers telling us that they've got proof that Lynette is taking the money in and out of her own platform to pump it and dump it to manipulate those results. And it's quite a common practice. But that's just something that Quentin Bradley has been promoting. And these are all the other ones. And he's now on one of their promotional videos as some sort of hero in the crypto world. Why would a bank use somebody with such a bad history of telling people what to do with their money, use him as a promoter?
Final word. WeFi markets itself as financial innovation, but in reality it is the latest in a long line of crypto Ponzis. Their promises are impossible, their legal structure is deceptive, their data collection is dangerous, and their promoters are proven fraudsters. WeFi is not here to bank your money, it is here to take it. Don't be fooled by buzzwords, celebrity faces, or empty promises of decentralization. The future WeFi is building is not financial freedom, it is financial ruin.
Yep, financial ruin. So we grab our information off the internet. It's called OSINT, open source intelligence. We get emails from people. And also, this was the email that I got from Jody after doing that investigation. After at least 20 emails back and forth, I started to get a bit short with her.
Let's be clear. In most of our exchanges, your focus was on me paying for investigations. Now, after publishing before answers and twisting things into a hit piece, your motives look even weaker. You've lost my respect. I won't waste more time here. I do expect to see their response, and I hope next time you think twice before dragging names for clicks.
So yeah, but the funny thing is, I actually have written to the email address on the website here and asked them for a response. And Jody said that they will give me a response because they're good guys. So they've got an email address at the bottom here called marketing@wefi.co. I've already emailed them 3 days ago now, since that blog's come out, and I haven't heard anything back yet. So my response to Jody, and this was I'm not going to take the credit for it. I basically asked ChatGPT to give me a response to write to her. And this is repeated what we've repeatedly asked her for to back up her claims.
Jody, you keep trying to make this about you, your integrity, your service background, your role as a mother, when the issue is the company you are promoting and the damage it can cause. You say you avoid Ponzi schemes, yet you are openly recruiting people into a project being pushed by Quentin Bradford, who has promoted more than 30 collapsed scams. That's not speculation, that's a documented history. If integrity truly was your highest value, you'd step back immediately instead of defending it. You accuse me of plastering your name, yet it was you who built a Canva funnel site in your own name to promote WeFi. You publicly attached yourself to it, and when I investigated, I referenced what you had already put out there. That isn't framing you like a criminal, it's holding you accountable for what you're promoting.
Yeah, and that's so true. Well, I didn't expose it, she exposed herself.
As for the over 100k others and governments approaching WeFi, those are claims without evidence. I've seen this playbook too many times before. HyperFund, Validus, and OneCoin all told their members the same thing. This is so big even governments are interested. Every single one collapsed, and people like you were left scrambling to explain why they ignored the red flags.
Yeah.
You say I should have waited before publishing, but scams don't wait. They keep growing until regulators step in or the money runs out. My role is to warn people now, not to sit quietly while promoters collect their commissions.
Yeah, so they make their money. Yep.
I don't need your respect. What I need is accountability from those who choose to profit from recruiting others into something that has every marker of a Ponzi scheme. Whether you realize it or not, that's what you're doing.
Yeah, so don't think I don't do my research. And initially when Jodine reached out to me, what did I do? WeFi. I didn't have any information. Now you can see me, I'm scrolling down furiously here after doing a whole lot of research about this company. And my first message was,
I wanted to start building a knowledge base so I can write a blog about wefabanking.net. Wefabank, what do you know about them already?
so that's what I start off with when I create a blog. And I come down here and it gives me sort of ideas of what I should do. And you can do this sort of research yourself. It's telling me there's no verifiable information where I can verify the facts. And this was the original email that I received from Jody, I think. Let's have a listen.
Hi Danny, this one is not a scam. I did lots of research. This is the team behind it, and they are legally registered and share all their licenses. Please check my website at the bottom to see Reeve talking about this 68,730 DC 840.
So this was actually cut and paste, actually quite good off of the website that she's removed. So you can actually see they claim that they have got these licenses. So let's have a look.
All information about WeFi's legal license record media symbol right pointing magnifying glass for fiat services by WeFi Payments Limited, registered as a money services business MSB, MSB number M23,563,590, corporate number 2,025,535,572, authorized by FinTrack, Financial Transactions and Reports Analysis Centre of Canada.
Right. So this company, WeFi Payments Limited, is meant to be registered in Canada, and here's the proof. So that's great. That gives me total peace of mind. Now, just to put that in perspective, there's a company, what do we call it? The Company Office of New Zealand. There's a company out here at the moment, and they're called Prime 10. And Prime 10 Limited is a company that at the moment it's got an opportunity of a lifetime. You can see that they've registered their company to 1 Victoria Street in Wellington. So you might think, well, that's pretty cool. So then you go to that address that their registered office is, and you can actually see that the registry office is actually a high-rise building. It just so happens that they failed to put the level number that they're on. So then you start to find out who is Joseph
Cassar.
So you go to the directors, and then you can see the consent form where he's filled out the consent form about this company. And he's also used the same address. So he lives on the street, number Victoria Street. And there's a signature, which looks like a 2-year-old signed it, in my opinion. So you think, oh, well, that's very good. So then you go back here and you look at this company, and you go to their website address, and I'm only doing this to show you something because I know the website address by heart. So if I go to prime10.co, the website's been blocked in New Zealand because I exposed them, and that's a registered company. So then you think, well, they are registered in New Zealand though. So then you just go and search FMA, which is our financial regulator, and you'll find that the financial regulator has put a notice out about that particular opportunity, right? So if it loads, it might be down at the moment. So here's Prime 10, unsolicited messages, not licensed in New Zealand, and company address, alleged address. And there's our warning from our financial regulator. But if I wanted to, I could actually go and state that this company is actually registered in New Zealand. And that's so what I'm getting at, just because a company is registered doesn't mean shit. That's great. Now, when they come to filing taxes and income revenue, you'll probably wonder where your 18% comes from. Just saying. All right, so let's go. Need proof? Just search VP Payment Limited. We did that. Now, registered. So they've got a registered office in, isn't that a haven for everyone?
St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Wouldn't that be more of a red flag than a good thing? That this company has registered themselves in the Grenadines? Just saying. DeFi Technologies Services by Hong Kong. Yeah, well, you've got to have $100,000 normally to set up a company in Hong Kong. They don't let foreign investors, so that's going to be a good thing. But I don't know. Okay, and then she's put, what else did she put in here?
Anyways, it could really be amazing as something positive and genuine to share with your audience.
Yeah.
They split all fees with the affiliates, plus many other ways to be rewarded for helping grow the business. Also, I just watched your recent Susanna video. Thanks, I had a few friends close to falling for this one, so I've shared it with them.
This is crazy. This lady, really crazy stuff. Is it something that you could possibly share with your audience? Now, this lady thought I was trying to profiteer by asking her if she wants me to do a review on this WeFi bank, let me know. And if you wanted to sponsor it, no obligation, she could pay me $200 to do so. So now she is suggesting that I share it with her audience. And not only that, she has given me a link of hers that she has created her website. So where's the hidden agenda? They split fees with their affiliates, plus many other ways to be rewarded to help you grow the business. This is her email to me. And then she says that she's watched one of my videos and she has a lot of friends in the same multi-level marketing industry, I'm assuming, that didn't know that this was a scam. And they're going to watch my video and they're going to stop scamming and not look at any other investment opportunity. Is that what I was meant to believe? I did. Look at this.
I did buy some coffees before to after the Riot ordeal.
The Riot ordeal. I don't even know what the Riot ordeal means. So she's telling me that she has paid me in the past. Bought me some coffees to say thank you. And that's absolutely amazing. So let's go.
Thank you for all you do, and do check my site below. I think you will see it's one of the good ones out there.
Alrighty. So thank you for all you do. Check my site below. I know I missed that because I chucked it into ChatGPT and I actually never read this. So I'll be honest. And I don't have time to read everything I get in my desk. But anyway, check my site below. So instead of sending me to wefi.co, she's decided to create an affiliate link site with proof that this is a real real opportunity. And as I've done and I'll do again, we're going to go to that and we'll find that she's taken her site offline because it's the real deal. The world's first decentralized bank. This is my message to her.
The world's first decentralized bank. Here is another one: https://www.lquidpay.finance. In short, please stop being fooled by these scammers and wake up.
Yeah, so that was my proudest moment. So here's another DeFi bank, decentralized on-chain bank. The first bank. Well, there's one that's been around used to be called 9pay, but they had to rename themselves after, so stop being fooled. So this is my message to you, and I'm getting blunt. It's late at
In
night.
short, please stop being fooled by these scammers and wake up.
Oh my God. So then that was my email. And then we go through, and then what do we get?
I hope you don't mind me reaching out again. We once connected, though at the time I wrote under the name Louise Pan, when I shared my experience with RiotXAI, a project I sadly fell for, and which now looks to be on the verge of collapse. I was hesitant about using my real name then, but I'd like to be open with you now.
So she's telling me she wants to be open now, and she's been in our chat room today telling me that I'm outing her by using her real name. But she was the one that wanted to be open right now. So that was my original message, which we've gone through. But I don't know if I can. And then I went back to creating the blog, because after I got that email and she's sort of like doubting me, I decided to get into some correspondence with her. I'll just see if I've got the stuff I had. Feel free to pause the screen if you want. Just gives you an idea of some of the research. So one of the blogs, one of the videos, we actually managed to get it descripted, and then we put the script into here to help build the knowledge base. Talks about all the classic stuff. Looks like I wrote a page. Then I went through every page of their websites, and then I realized it was just a one-page website other than their terms and conditions, which we also chucked in there. Terms and conditions, there were 14 pages. Oh my God, I still remember counting the pages, 14 pages of terms and conditions. So then it went through the terms and conditions and pulled them all out. Then we also found the privacy policy, which states that they will give away all your detail. Then we chucked in the last, and then we went through and we said, what about Quentin Bradford? And then it listed all those. What else did we research in this one? And then we started composing the blog, which we finished up tweaking a few thousand times. So this is all the effort that goes into me doing a review. Okay, so now we're up to the blog. And then once we finished the blog, because she was writing me, I got about 4 emails back. I mentioned the person, and then I put that in there, more exposure. And then eventually we'll get to, we'll get back to our correspondence with Jody, is it? Let's create a funny image. So then I got uploaded all my images. So my first one was me being a banker, and I'm actually in the middle of the desk there, like I've got no legs. And then I went and said, give me some legs. So then it gave me this one, and it didn't have the right logo on my shirt. So then I asked it for another one, and all the name badges, I don't even notice, are not quite right. And also I said, I don't really like the idea of these guys being behind me. So now that was the one that we used. So now, okay, so I've received email, looking at this, but they're not scammers. So here's Jody's email. Jody's gone quiet on us now. She's a single mum, so she might have gone away to look after the kids.
Please help this lady see the light. I feel like yelling at her and telling her to wake up. Just because a fucking credit card works does not mean it's real. Hi Danny, I hope you will get clarity. I appreciate you looking into it, but this is a very transparent company. They really are not scammers. Reeve Collins is one of the 3 creators of USDT. The first stablecoin. Tether is worth more than $156 billion US. They are doing everything above board, rolling out phases carefully. They only have a referral awards program, just like Wise do. Also one of the product directors as Wise works for WeFi. The WeFi bank site I sent you is just a Canva site I personally made to put all info in one place and share with people. As a key opinion leader, the term for affiliate basically. I know it may seem too good to be true. Trump has WFI tokens in his portfolio. They are legally registered in Canada, UAE and also Czech Republic. They require a kike simply for the security of users, but they do not share out information with anyone. It is only internal. If it comes back and it's a scam, then I will contribute, but I fully trust everything about WeFi and its highly credible team. The mining technology is a way for building a stable banking system. In the next couple of months, loans, credit cards and most other banking services will be available. Here you can see a screenshot.
That there alone, in the next couple of months, loans, credit cards, and all most other banking services will be available. If their own terms and conditions state that they are not a bank, then why would you believe that they're going to change everything that they've currently got to be able to offer loans? So you reckon you can go get your home loan with this bank, or a personal loan with this bank? Is that what you're telling me? Imagine the interest rate. If they're paying their investors 18% per annum, or if it is, how much do you think you'll pay to loan money from them? They'll be the biggest loan shark in the world.
Here you can see a screenshot of me using my Visa card in Bali. Instant. As for CPMD Quentin, he is simply an affiliate like me. We are in different ways. When people buy a Visa card, for instance, when people pay their monthly $3, we get a small cut. When people buy Ito, the mining technology, we get a small percentage.
Oh my God. So, it's just hard. So, this is the reply I gave her.
Hi Jody, I need to be very clear with you. Just because a credit card swipes and works does not mean the company behind it is legitimate. Countless Ponzi schemes and shady operations have offered working debit or prepaid cards over the years. It's one of the oldest tricks in the book to make people think they are dealing with a real bank. Let's address some of your points head on. Reeve Collins and Tether. Yes, Collins was involved at the very start of Tether, but that does not automatically make WeFi legitimate. Scam projects constantly use past associations to gain credibility. Legal registrations. Being registered in Canada, UAE, or Czech Republic means nothing. Anyone can register a company in those jurisdictions in a few minutes. It's not the same as being a licensed, regulated bank. WeFi has zero evidence of holding a banking license in any jurisdiction. Affiliate referral programs. Calling it a key opinion leader program doesn't change the fact that it's MLM-style recruitment. Exactly how Ponzi schemes scale up. Trump owning WFI tokens. This is nothing but marketing fluff. Trump's name has been slapped on dozens of shady crypto projects. Unless there's verifiable proof from filings, this is just another hype tactic. Mining technology for stability. Pure smoke and mirrors. Mining has nothing to do with stability in banking. If anything, it's just a gimmick to sell more tokens.
I remember when Chuck Morris gave it the thumbs up for Hyperverse, and then later on we found out that he got paid $800 to do the thumbs up. Chuck Morris approved.
Kike argument. Scammers love to throw kike around as if it means they're safe. In reality, they collect your data and you still have zero consumer protections when the scheme collapses.
And you can't get your name off the KYC details.
The real test is this. Where are the audited financials? Where are the banking licenses? Where are the filings with regulators? Where is the proof of capital reserves that any real bank has to show? You're not talking about a bank, you're talking about another glossy crypto play, wrapped up with a Visa prepaid card to make it look more credible. The MLM element alone should be the reddest of red flags. I understand why you want to believe this after being burned before. But right now you're setting yourself up to be used as a promoter for another scam. And when it collapses, because it will, you'll be left holding the bag while the so-called team behind WeFi has already cashed out. Please take a step back, stop focusing on the shiny card, and start asking for real banking evidence. That's the only thing that matters.
I can't help you, Jody. I'm not trying to out you. You came to me because you wanted to promote your affiliate link. You set up a web page. You tell me that you're just another affiliate. You told me that I could promote it to my audience. Well, I've promoted it. I've done a job, real good job. I promoted WeFi Bank to my affiliates, my Avengers. Put a 7 in the chat if you're racing off to sign up for WeFi Bank. Let's get it in perspective. Jody, you're a single mum. You're trying to make money at home by doing commission sales. No doubt they've promised you that you're going to be one of the wealthiest people in the world if you sell their product for them. Bob, come on the channel. He said, why don't they take their money and invest it in their bank if it's that easy to make 18% per annum? $100,000, $18,000 every year, guaranteed. Give it 5 years, compound your interest. Voila, the bank's going to make you filthy rich. Really? Really? You really need to believe that? There's other ways to make money online. It won't promise you the world, the universe. It won't steal your soul. It won't lose your friends. It won't take your family away from you who thought that you knew what you were talking about. You're not a financial regulated advisor. You're not authorized to teach people what to do with their money. You can't back up the claims. You said 100,000 people have invested, and governments have reached out to WeFi to learn more about what they're doing. Well, the governments that have reached out to WeFi are probably law enforcement. Jody, wake up. Stop promoting these schemes in the hope that somebody's going to sign up and you're going to get a trickle feed income. You said it yourself that this bank may be, this so-called bank may be registered as a company, but they are not registered as a bank. There's a reason for this. And if they are the first world's regulated bank, decentralized bank, then they should have a banking license. Otherwise, it's just a multi-level marketing opportunity. And I'm sure you're not the dumbest person in the room. I'd like to think you're relatively smart enough to make an informed decision. Wake up. Like I said in the first email, my first email was very short and very abrupt. And it was late at night when I got your email, or early in the morning. I can't remember. But I said it and I meant it. Can you please create me an image prompt? Not that one. Can you find the email address? So way at the start of this correspondence that I had with you, I said, help this lady. We might want to mute. I can't find it, but I did read it just earlier on. But you need to wake up. You need to actually wake up and stop promoting this rubbish. Hey, I'm Danny DeHeck, a.k.a. the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I hope that has helped you with more information about WeFi. And look, if WeFi is like a PayPal and I've just missed the bus, no doubt I'm going to get some cease and desist letters. And I'll probably be trying to sue me. It never happens. These companies don't want anything to do with the law of the courtroom. It's just a myth. All right, guys. So we're going to have a wee look at something else. But in the meantime, that was Danny the Heck doing his WeFi introduction. See you in the next video.